Hello everybody and welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day as a Fat Person video. As we've been doing recently, please put your guesses of what you expect to see in the comments below and let's just get into it. For my guess, I'm going to say that somebody's going to say that they're not interested in losing weight but then have a very typically healthy meal and say that's what they normally eat. But anyway, let's get into it.
Know it, you love it. Here's what I eat in a day as a fat person not trying to lose weight. Gotta start out the day with a cup of coffee. I will literally not function otherwise. Then I had a turkey sausage, egg and cheese croissant, and a hash brown with spicy ketchup.
I wonder what her coffee was because obviously she didn't show it. But then when you look at her actual food, look at it. Beige, beige and beige. So you've got ultra processed fried potatoes, some kind of croissant with, it looks like a very perfectly formed ultra processed burger, and then again with, I mean the egg is neither here nor there, but then it looks like they've got that kind of plasticky cheese. So to improve or to switch it up, make it a bit tastier, you could have one hash brown, or you could have none because you've got enough carbs in here. But if you wanted to have the hash browns as well, you could have the hash browns and this burger thing, but in the burger you could have some veggies. So you could add some lettuce and tomato, that's really nice for breakfast. You could have that instead, maybe do away with the cheese. Alternatively, you could get rid of both hash browns and have some apples or an apple and some berries or something like that on the side, because this in and of itself isn't too bad. You'd be better off making the burger at home just so you know what's in it, what kind of meat you're using, because you could use a lower fat meat and you could add like spices and stuff, which would be a lot nicer, and you could do away with any fillers like breadcrumbs that have been added into it. But this isn't the best breakfast because you're going to be left feeling really heavy and there's no nutrition to it at all. It's just empty carbs. If you've got a very manual job, if you're a builder or if you're doing something like that, you're on your feet, you're a postman or something like that, then you do need a lot of carbs in the morning because you need the energy. But if you're just going to be going about your day, if you've got an office job, something like that, then you don't need carbs like this. And if you are doing a very manual job, you don't need carbs like this regardless, because these aren't the best carbs for you. But this is very very typical of these sorts of meals. Beige, beige and beige. Fried and ultra processed. So let's see what else she's having.
And a hash brown with spicy ketchup. Not gonna.
This coffee is very milky. So I wonder how much creamer she adds. And oh, question by the way, because most of my audience is American. When you guys have coffee, do you ever just add like milk or do you always add creamer? Because everyone that I've seen adds creamer rather than milk. But here in the UK, we add milk. We don't add creamer as a rule. I've never seen somebody do that. We always just add milk. So that's a question for you guys. I genuinely don't know.
I took my morning meds with some cold brew. After getting some emails done, I had a snack. I had some mini peppers with hummus. Then I had this.
See, there's the healthy snack, the mini peppers and hummus, and the what was it, not Nature Valley bar or something. This looks like a flapjack, and flapjacks are calorie bombs. They are absolutely delicious, but they are insanely high in calories. The next time you see a flapjack in the shop, just have a look. They can be maybe 6 inches long, about half an inch thick, and then 550 calories. It's insane, and they will not fill you up because it's just basically carbs and sugar. Really tasty. Absolutely not the best thing to have in the middle of the day. They are definitely a dessert, but they're really nice. But this one looks just very stodgy.
I had this boba's oat bar and this random lollipop.
Some sugar in the middle of the day.
For lunch, I had some broccoli and cheddar rice, and then I had these like.
So she's not actually showing stuff, but broccoli and cheddar rice, it doesn't sound too bad depending on how much of each thing she had, but it sounds actually quite balanced. If she had a normal portion of rice, a relatively large portion of broccoli, and then a little bit of cheese, that would be quite tasty. And that's quite reminiscent of the meal that I had the other day that I showed you. So there's nothing wrong with that in and of itself. It is a shame that she's not showing it. And then she's got these crisps or little rice cakes. And again with rice cakes, they are just empty carbs. They are a much better choice for a snack instead of normal crisps. But even so, They are just entirely empty carbs. They're not going to do anything for you.
Everything seed crackers. Later that evening, I was folding laundry and I had these mini rice cakes.
Oh, and did she say she had crackers with the rice? You don't need to add crackers and rice. It's just carbs on carbs.
My wife burnt the bun, but I had a cheeseburger for dinner and a couple of.
So she's had a cheeseburger for dinner, which is very reminiscent of what she had for breakfast. So she had a breakfast sandwich, and then she's had a cheeseburger as well, which is pretty crazy. And I mean, cheeseburgers are quite nice. Don't get me wrong; they are tasty, in moderation. And she's just had carbs all day. There's no reason to have carbs at dinner as well. And you can't really see it, but it doesn't seem like she's got many like veggies or anything inside it that actually makes it good. And we can't see the rest of her plate either to see if she's got anything on the side. So this is just a meal of carbs and fat.
And a couple of cookies for dessert.
How many is a couple?
For more.
Overall, that day was not great. It was just carbs and fats, really. And they're not very good carbs, not very good fats either, which is a shame. Again, barely any veggies. She had the cursory vegetables in the middle of the day as a snack and some broccoli, but it's not really enough. I've muted her, by the way, because of the music that she's playing, so let's see what she's going in for. Look at the size of that sandwich. It's bigger than her head. Wow. And it's just bread. Like, the 90% of that sandwich is bread. And if we go back to look at it, there's literally barely anything in it. She may as well have done away with all this inside stuff and just eaten the bread, because that's one slice of ham and a little bit of lettuce. I mean, the lettuce is good. There's nothing wrong with having ham in a sandwich, but if you're going to have a piece of bread this big, and first of all, I don't know how you're going to eat it very well because it's huge, but you can have much more in the sandwich, because you can fill it up with a lot more ham, or you can have eggs, chicken, whatever you like in your sandwiches. Have your salady stuff, and then this would be a meal in and of itself. You wouldn't need to have anything on the side. You wouldn't even need to add any fruits or anything because it is so big. I wonder if she only had the one half or if she had both. Does she show it on the plate? Oh, so she's got a rice cake as well. If you're having this much bread, well, this many carbs, you definitely don't need a rice cake on top. I'm stunned that she would be hungry after eating all of this. I suppose it is just because it's nothing in it and it is just bread, but that's crazy. But it's good that she's got some lettucey and looks like cabbage in there as well. Rice cake, empty carbs. And now rice cakes, don't get me wrong, they are empty carbs, but they can be quite convenient. If you're somebody that loves sandwiches, like myself, I love sandwiches. What I used to do when I was in my most stringent weight loss phase was, this was a few years ago, is I would make sandwiches out of rice cakes, because it kind of gave the feeling of having a sandwich, but far, far less calories. And also it was just quite nice. It was quite tasty. And you can put anything in them, and because rice cakes themselves don't taste of anything, if you get the plain ones, then you really can just add whatever you want, and you get all the flavours of the things that you've added rather than it being dominated by bread. And you can have rice cakes with like peanut butter and sliced apple. That's really nice. You can have a rice cake with some hummus or some smashed avocado with some grated egg on top as well. That's also really nice. So they are entirely customizable, and the fact that they don't taste of anything is really useful as well. So they don't have like no purpose, but if you're just going to have them on their own, they're kind of a bit of a waste. Jacket potato with tuna, mayo and salad. This looks really good. She could have just one potato rather than two, and far more salad. And if salad isn't your thing, go for veggies instead. So have some roasted vegetables or some like peas and carrots or something on the side, and fill up with the veggies rather than having a second potato. And yes, potatoes technically are a vegetable, but they're not the best vegetable to go when you're saying to somebody, have your fruit and veg, because if you look on the NHS website, for example, they don't count, which is understandable. But this amount of tuna as well, that's going to keep her nice and full because it's a lot of protein. It looks really tasty. The only thing that I would say to make tuna taste nicer would be to add a little bit of mayo, maybe add some salt and pepper, and add some diced onion or something through it, just to add some textural interest to it as well. But if she added a whole load of broccoli on the side, this would be quite nice, and just take away the second potato. You don't need 2 jacket potatoes for dinner. But overall, it's pretty good. And a bueno chocolate at the end of the day, which isn't that bad, really, because she's having it at the end of the day, and you should have dessert at the end of the day. But I don't necessarily believe this is all she ate, because she's a really big girl, and she had a sandwich with a rice cake, and then 2 jacket potatoes with tuna and salad. The salad's going to be basically nothing. A potato is about 100 calories per 100 grams. This is probably 300 grams of potato, probably. And then the tuna is not very high in calories either. So I don't necessarily believe that's all she ate. Or if it is, I don't necessarily believe that's what she eats on a regular basis. But overall, it's not actually that bad. Just a lot of carbs.
Hi guys.
So this young lady says, what I eat in a day as a big lady on a weight loss journey. Oh, so it's a little bit different this time. Let's see what she's up to. And her puppy's cute.
I'm Natasha. I'm a 460-ish pound woman looking to feel better in my body. And forgive me, I'm a little awkward here. I honestly am still getting used to this. Oh, and this is featuring Peppa. She's at the bottom of the screen. She likes to be in your business always, so forgive her. But here's what I eat in a day.
So I do hope she has the support around her to help her on this journey, because she's a big girl and she seems quite friendly just from first impressions. And her, like I said, her dog is really cute, so hopefully she's taking him out on, or taking her out on lots of walks, and just see what she is doing. The fact that she's got a scale out already is a really, really good sign.
Starting off the day with some yogurt. I got some Chobani. I measured out the serving size because I know yogurt bowls can kind of add up quickly. I got raspberries from the farmer's market last weekend, so I added those in there. There was some honey in there along with a banana, and then I put some passion fruit granola on top. In total, the bowl was 425 calories. I'm not gonna lie.
That's actually pretty good, and it sounds like a lot of calories for a small bowl, and that is because granola is very, very high in calories. It's very, very high, and banana is also a very high calorie fruit. There's nothing wrong with it, nothing wrong with it at all. The only thing that I would say to her would be to add some protein for breakfast. So she could have this bowl, if she's quite happy with this bowl. Obviously the yogurt is going to have some protein in it. But have this bowl that she's enjoying. Maybe cut down on the granola and maybe the honey, but that adds taste. So, but add 2 boiled eggs on the side. Just something simple like that would make quite a big difference, I think.
I'm not gonna
And for not very many calories as well.
lie. I am a big lady, so I got hungry again shortly after.
I imagine she got hungry because there was no protein in it. It was a lot of sugars. Although they were natural sugars, they were still sugars. They're going to spike her blood sugar and make her feel hungry. So I'm not surprised she's hungry again. But this looks delicious, and you see how much difference it makes when you add filling into a sandwich. So she's still got a lot of bread, but she as she says, she's a big girl. But she's got loads and loads of veggies in it, and she's got a lot of meat in there as well. So this should probably keep her a lot more full after she's eaten it. And it is Subway, it's leftover Subway, and it is takeout, but it's not the worst takeout. It's not like it's McDonald's or anything. So yeah, it's pretty solid. A good choice.
I pulled out my leftover Subway
just to make sure that she is full after this, or comfortably had enough food. She could add 2 apples on the side because she seems to like fruit. Or she could have some more raspberries. She could have another banana. Just add something on the side. Again, she could have 2 more boiled eggs. You can't really have too many eggs in a day. I think I've said before, I used to go through a phase of having 7 eggs a day. It was delicious, but I can't afford that anymore. So no more 7 eggs a day for me. But she could just add something low calorie on the side that would be enough volume in her stomach to make her feel fuller. And it would also be good for her in terms of like the vitamins and the minerals and all the other macronutrients that she would get out of it.
2 hours later. I get the club, which had no dressings on it, so I added some light mayo and some mustard.
The light mayo and mustard is a good choice because obviously it's light mayo, adds a lot of taste, but without the crazy calories of normal mayonnaise. And mustard is pretty low calorie in my to my knowledge. And 600 calories seems about right. And again, she could add an apple for about 70 calories, or she could add 2 eggs for about 140 calories. And yes, that would bring her up to just over 1,000 calories for this day so far. but she's a big girl. She can eat a lot of food and still lose weight.
In total, it was about 600 calories. And then for my afternoon snack, my wife offered me the leftovers of her lunch, which was half a hot dog. Definitely not a usual snack for me, but as a hot dog connoisseur, I couldn't resist. That was one.
450 calories for this would make me cry, because this is next to no food whatsoever. It's going to have next to no nutrition in it at all. And I mean, it's probably going to be nice. It's not my kind of food. I wouldn't want to eat it. It doesn't look very appetizing to me. But for 450 calories, she could have had another one of those big bowls that she had for breakfast. She could have had a massive salad with, if she likes the hot dogs, she could have a hot dog chopped up on top of the salad or something like that. And then she could have, or she could have like chicken or tuna or something with a load of veggies. She would get a massive bowl of food. It would keep her very full because it's just the volume of it. And it would be much better for her. But it's not the best choice. But again, she's a big girl. She can eat a lot of food, so it's not that big of a deal, and it's not going to impact her journey so far. If she just has this one thing in the day, that's not very good.
150 calories. We've been back and forth this week, helping my sister-in-law Meg while my mother-in-law is in the hospital. Here she is with Peppa. But dinner tonight was a grilled chicken sandwich and a side salad.
Yeah, fair enough. That's not that bad, to be honest. That's actually really quite good. Can't really say anything about that. She got a really nice big salad, lots of veggies and some chicken in this sandwich. Can't say anything about that. It looks like a good choice to me.
1,000 calories. At my size, a deficit can still be 2,500 calories. Today was a win. Anywho, Peppa says hi, I say bye, and we'll see you.
That was a good day for her, and yeah, I wish her the best on her journey. It looks like she's making some really good choices.
See you next time.
Different vibe now. So we've gone to another silence video because of the music, and this one says, what I eat in a day is a big fat woman who loves to eat. And we're starting the video off yawning, which is incredibly rude, but let's go. 8 a.m, corn fritters for brekkie, so yum. So we've got some fried something or other. They look like potatoes? I don't know what this is. It looks like hash browns, but I'm not sure. No fruit, no veg, no colour, just beige. 10 a.m, I'm obsessed with these Oreos, bro. So, Sour Patch Kids double stuffed Oreos. Oreos are insanely high in calories. Insanely high in calories. So she's had fried food for breakfast with nothing. Like, no fruit, no veg. So she had fried food for breakfast, and then she's having dessert in the middle at 10 a.m. in the form of Oreos. And I wonder how many she had. That I offered some to my co-workers before I downed the whole packet, so yum. Oh my goodness me. That's actually ghastly. Oh wow. I'm going to see how many calories that is. Give me a sec, I'll find it. So if we just put it into Google, that sleeve of Oreo cookies is between 672 and 700 calories for a snack at 10 a.m. She said that she offered some to some colleagues, but it doesn't say how many colleagues ate any of it. To have 700 calories of Oreos at 10 a.m. is actually quite disgusting, I'm not gonna lie. That's horrendous. I think that is one of the worst things that I've seen these people eat, to be honest. To sit there and eat an entire sleeve of Oreos is just gluttony. That's just greedy. You don't need to do that at all. I'm not saying don't have Oreos, but don't eat an entire sleeve. That's... wow. I wonder what time she eats next. I imagine 12 o'clock. Oh, look at that. She ate 700 calories at 10 a.m. and then she's hungry again at 12 because she ate no food. She just ate sugar and fat. And she's had sweet potato. And look how tiny the portion is as well. I wonder if she's feeling bad because she ate an entire sleeve of Oreos at 10 a.m. that she's just eating straight vegetables. Well, straight potato for lunch. Don't get me wrong, sweet potato is delicious. It's one of the best potatoes out there. And when you roast it, it's top tier. Very, very good. And you can eat it on its own. And it's really, really tasty. So this is going to taste really nice. But the fact that it is just potatoes with nothing does kind of signal to me that she's feeling guilty for that 10 a.m. Nearly said a word on last on YouTube then. That 10 a.m. Gorging on Oreos. And that's a big bowl of potato actually as well. Was feeling snacky AF today. I found these in my drawer and they look like chocolate cookies. I don't actually know what they are. What are they? Mini rice cakes, milk chocolate topped. So 67 calories for this, but it's empty carbs and chocolate. If you're going to be snacky at work, if you're at work and you work in an office and you've got a desk, put something good in there. If every week you could take in a bag of apples and switch them out every week if you're going to be snacky at work. And even if you're not snacky at work, you can always take 1 or 2 home and have it at home for dinner. So they're not going to go to waste, they're still going to get eaten. But if you're hungry at work, you're not going to be eating sleeves of Oreos and chocolate topped empty carbs because that's unnecessary. 6 p.m. McDonald's. Wow. Why is it blue? Oh, goodness me. Spicy chicken wrapped McDonald's land shake. Jesus Christ. How many grams of sugar do you think is in that? 30? 50? I genuinely don't know. I've never seen a blue drink like this. I don't go to McDonald's, so I couldn't even tell you. I have no idea. And that cup is huge. And look at all the cream on top of it as well. Wow, no wonder she's the size that she is. Her intestines must be crying out for some water and some veg. And chips as well, obviously.
What?
Wow, she's going to face health problems, and she's going to face health problems in the future if she doesn't get her act together, because that's just disgusting.
I eat in a day as a big girl that is a little bit hungover. So I woke up and I was empty. I needed a food stat or I was going to start puking. So I had a sausage roll with some Tommy.
I mean, starting your day with sausage roll. It's got technically some protein in it. It's some carbs. Not the best. But if you feel like you're going to be sick before you eat something, then maybe have something on hand if you know you're going to go out drinking the night before. So when you do wake up, you don't go for ultra processed sausage rolls. But if she's hungover, she's already making some bad decisions, so we'll forgive her. Then she's gone to Subway.
Sauce on and some cashews.
And cashews, by the way. Another massive calorie bomb. Not as bad as Oreos, but they are very, very high in fat and fat and calories. If you're going to have a portion of nuts, make sure you weigh it out, because you can be deceived so quickly into eating 600 calories of nuts and you're still hungry because it just fits in the palm of your hand. So just be mindful when you're having nuts. Very, very good for you. A great source of fats. Really, really healthy source of fats. But they will absolutely decimate your calories if you allow them to.
And then I really wanted a Greek street.
Ooh.
Like, I really wanted a chicken gyro, whatever you call it. I wanted it. It was unavailable. I could have cried. So I ended up having to go for a Subway. The only blessing was that I paid for a 6-inch and I got a foot long. I mean, I didn't eat it all, but I mean, you know, I guess no, actually, it didn't make up for it. I really wanted a Greek street.
So she's had all of this sandwich, and she's had whatever this is, some kind of wrap thing. That's what, 1,000 calories altogether?
The only blessing was that I paid for a 6-inch and I got a foot long. I mean, I didn't eat it all, but I mean, you know, I guess no, actually, it didn't make up for it. I really wanted a Greek.
And she got these as well. That's so much food. And this is just fried nonsense.
Street. Then I got the like nacho chicken pieces and I tried their like little wrap.
She's had a massive 12-inch sandwich. She only paid for 6 inches. Let's say even if it was just a 6-inch. She ate 6 inches of sandwich. She's had a wrap as well, and she's got these fried nacho things. That's again just greedy. Hungover or not, you don't need that much food.
It's got pepperoni and cheese in, which was quite nice.
Brilliant.
Then I had a strawberry cornetto.
Sugar.
As you see, that's the 6-inch I didn't eat. Then I thought I fancy another sausage roll, but this time I'm going to be creative. I put a bit of cucumber and
Healthy. So she's had another sausage roll. So more ultra-processed meat with some pastry. And these little bits of cucumber. yes, it's a vegetable, but well, technically it's a fruit, but it doesn't do anything for you. This amount, you may as well just not have it. It's just a cursory kind of lick of a vegetable. It's not going to give you any health benefits whatsoever. You need to actually eat the fruit and the veg that you're trying to get benefits from.
Then I thought I fancy another sausage roll, but this time I'm going to be creative. I put a bit of cucumber and mustard on it, and I tell you,
Chicken and gravy pie. These pies that you buy, some of them are very hit and miss. Some of them can be very tasty. Some of them are just soggy and stodgy and just disgusting. And it's very difficult to get a nice one. You're better off like paying more money to get a better brand that has actually nice pastry and actually cooks well, or making it at home. But it's not horrendous. Very, very high in calories usually, these, because they're pies. Pies are delicious, by the way. They're so good. I love pies. But if she has some veggies on the side, it won't be that bad, and it'll be pretty solid because it's got all your food groups. But that's assuming she has vegetables. If she just has it on its own, it's kind of sad.
what looks disgusting, but was banging, and I think I will be doing it again. Another little
She didn't show it.
quirky thing that I like. Then I thought,
got some
right,
veg.
Iceland deliveries come in, so I put in a chicken pie. I want Yorkshire, veg, loads of gravy. I wanted it. Guess what? They cancelled my Iceland delivery, and it's coming tomorrow.
How much
So I
gravy
was
does she
back to the
need?
stage of crying because I still can't get what I want. You know what I mean? Like, it's a simple.
She's not even eating the pie at this point, is she? She's using the pie as a vessel for gravy, and the pie has gravy in it as well. How are you going to taste the pie if you've smothered it in thick gravy? Oh my god.
Things in life that I need, which is food. And
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness me. She's not got a single vegetable in this because the chicken and gravy pie doesn't contain vegetables. Or not enough to warrant anyway. And then she's had bread on the side of a pie with gravy. Oh my god.
giving it to me. So I said to my boyfriend, look, I'm a bit depressed about this.
Oh. Oh goodness me. Look at the portion of chips as well. Look how many potatoes you would need to make all of that. How many potatoes do you think that is? 2? 2.5? Would you just sit down and eat 2 potatoes? Well, I suppose a woman before did, didn't she? So I suppose you might sit down and eat 2 whole potatoes at once. Fried chicken as well. So she'd have fried chicken, fried potato with lots and lots of salt on it, after eating a pie with bread and 2 sausage rolls and a Subway sandwich.
Can you pick me up a McDonald's? And
Didn't realise it was McDonald's. Oh my god.
your way home, because he gets discount where he works in the leisure park there where it is.
Oh, I didn't know that fried chicken was
So he got me a
McDonald's.
Big Mac.
I didn't know McDonald's did fried chicken. I'm paying for her healthcare. Oh my god.
And my chicken selects, and I thought, well,
If she isn't facing health problems now, she absolutely will in the next 10 years. She sounds young. I don't know how old she is, but she sounds young. If we go and buy this 89, let's just assume that's her birthday. So that's late 30s, mid 30s. She's going to start facing health problems if she hits 40 years old. Or when she hits 40 years old. Because this sort of diet is not the one. She doesn't sound that old, so I'm going to say that she's 30. This is just not the way to eat. You can't eat empty carbs and sugar and fat all day, every day, and be healthy for the rest of your life. It's not going to work like that. You can't buy health. You can buy healthy food, and technically I suppose you can buy health. You can buy vegetables, you can buy fruit, you can buy clean proteins. Buying this is going to put you in an early grave. It's going to give you diabetes. It's going to give you hypertension. It's going to give you all these other issues that are going to make your life absolutely miserable. And it's just not the way forward. It's just not. Why would you want to eat like this? They must feel like trash. She said she's hungover. She probably already feels like garbage. Why would you then add to it by eating nothing but fat? Why would you do that? And carbs? That's not going to help you feel any better. I've never been hungover. I don't drink alcohol, so I can't say anything about that. But if you've gone out drinking the night before and you've drunk to the point where you are hungover, that is a lot of calories in and of itself. There's like what is it, like 300 calories in a pint of Guinness or something crazy? I actually don't know, I have no idea. But spirits are very high in calories as well. Even if you're just drinking vodka, you're still drinking calories. So to do that the night before, where she probably was way over her maintenance calories, irrespective of what they are, and then to eat like this. She had McDonald's and Subway and a pie smothered in gravy with bread on the side and sausage rolls. Oh my goodness me. The expense of it, first of all, and saying that Iceland didn't deliver your vegetables, therefore you can't eat any, is not an excuse. Why have you got no veggies in your house? Is that something that people do? Because we always have at least one bag of vegetables in the freezer. At least one. Because we're normal, healthy people. Because you don't want to run out of veggies. Of all the things to run out of, veggies isn't the one. So she's got frozen sausage rolls, or she's got sausage rolls in the fridge, but she hasn't got a single vegetable, a single fruit in her house. No tinned fruit, no tinned veggies, no nothing, no soup. Really? Oh, I'm actually heated over this. This is disgusting. I don't know how people eat like this. I need to calm down because I've clearly triggered myself.
I guess that's something. My hangover munchies weren't fulfilled.
They weren't fulfilled. Is that what she said?
My hangover munchies weren't fulfilled.
She said they weren't fulfilled. So she didn't eat enough, in her opinion. That's... wow. I actually have no words. Well, that's a nice ending to the video, isn't it? Wow, I'm actually stunned. I genuinely have... I don't know what to say. I can't believe people eat like that and think it's okay. Not only to think it's okay, but to film it and put it online and show people. I would be mortified. I would be genuinely mortified. Even in my obese days, I didn't eat like this. No. No. My obese days, I was a child, to be fair, so I couldn't exactly go out and buy it. But I used to eat home-cooked food, but massive portions that I was served. Huge portions, far bigger than even an adult should eat, which is why I was so fat as a kid. And then we used to have like chocolates and crisps and all that kind of stuff just in the house, available whenever you wanted it. And I would go there and eat it like a madman, just if I was feeling bad and I was being bullied at school because I was obese. So I would go home and make it worse because that was the only coping mechanism I had as a child. But I wouldn't eat like this. Even back then, I would eat a lot, well, oh, and she had ice cream as well, which I forgot about. I would be having normal meals, huge meals that were cooked at home, but then kind of like the snacks on top. So I suppose it is similar to this, but I wouldn't be having takeout. I think that's what I mean instead. But this is just something else. Absolutely something else. But anyway, that's enough of me ranting about this lady's diet. What did you guys think of this video? What did you think about the meals that we saw today? Would you eat something like this, either now or in the past? Yeah, and let me know what you thought down below. Unfortunately, no video of what I ate today. What I ate today, I'm sorry, because I forgot to film. It doesn't come naturally to me at all. But hopefully we can get one in the next video. So again, thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, please let me know down in the comments what you liked and what you didn't like and how I can improve or what I do well. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye guys.